Do you feel lost in life? You don't know if you're on the right path of your career, of your job choice, of your just life in general. Maybe something feels missing, or you just feel confused about your life purpose, about your life meaning. You're at the right place. Stay tuned. Welcome back to my YouTube channel, Better with ECAT, and today I'd like to share with you few small things that some people know, some people don't, but I found very useful for myself, how to really, see what you meant to do in this life, or maybe get some tips in order to discover yourself or even rediscover yourself in terms of your job, career, purpose, of your emotional fulfillment, the main thing. And they call it a life purpose. It's basically what you meant to do in your life to fulfill your life's mission, why you came here to earth, what you came here to do. Each one of us, as I mentioned earlier, have certain life purpose, why we came to earth. We actually chose, I believe, that life purpose before we entered the earth, and we're meant to do this thing here. That's why some people meant to be artists, some people meant to be musicians, some people meant to be motivational speakers, to uplift the society by their speaking, by their music, by their art, or maybe some people meant to create like a beautiful family and all that stuff. I know it all could be combined, of course. It is a very wide perspective of those things, but I am a believer myself that a life purpose will make 90% of your happiness in life. Like, I'm a very goal-oriented woman, success-oriented woman. For me, my personal success is very important, but I totally understand some women, for them family and creating family and raising kids are very, very important. So I do believe their life purpose from the very early age, or from even around my age, like 34, they could stop thinking about it. That's all they want, create a big beautiful family, things like that. So I know this is a part of their life purpose, to maybe become a mother or father, things like that. But for people like me, for example, I doubt I will ever be happy. Of course, I want to have a beautiful family one day, but I personally can never be happy. I know that 100% if I will not reach my personal success, or my personal independence and my personal stability, that not only makes me feel stable and secure in the money wise, but also make me feel emotionally fulfilled. So what is emotional fulfillment? It is it's when you feel satisfied, you feel happy, you feel uplifted with what you do for a living, what your day-by-day life looks like. Because if you're a person who has to have a job like me and a bunch of us out there, of course, you do want to be happy doing whatever you do every day. Our jobs takes 60% of our time, if not more, right? Every day you go and do the job, or you do business, or you just you make money somehow, right? Even if you're full-time housewife, you kind of want to be happy, right, in your household and with your family, with your husband. So you do want to feel emotionally fulfilled with things you do every day. And for most of the population of the planet, I'm assuming it is job or business or career. So that's why I want to share with you a few small little tips and things that I've recently learned, and it actually made sense for me big time. How to get those pointers, as I mentioned before, what you want to do in life, what you meant to do in life. And another thing, I believe our life purpose is directly connected with, as I may probably already mentioned before, our happiness, right? You cannot have a life purpose that you meant to do here on earth that's gonna make you feel unsatisfied, or you feel like it's not my thing, but I do it because I meant to do it, like it pays my bills, but I so hate it. We all been there, right? Doing certain jobs. And I believe that another thing, the life purpose or emotional fulfillment connected directly with our, maybe even with our, like the childhood dreams and goals. When you're actually still a child, you don't really think about, oh, I have to choose a job because it pays more, or I have to choose this because it's easier to achieve, or this and that. When we're children, right, we dream of being actors, astronauts, or whatever, all that stuff. Of course, we're slowly transforming into a different grown-up human beings, of course, with time, and our priorities and our choices and our desires and passions are changing. But I've noticed my desires hasn't really changed that dramatically since even I was a child. So I was into fitness and sports, I remember, my whole life. Like, none of my friends were really digging this thing, and it was not that popular back then. I mean, sports were popular in Russia back then, but the fitness and all that stuff, not really. But I remember I was like, when I kind of stopped doing few sports that I used to do, I never like pursue, which I kind of regret, but I would always go back to like a fitness classes, and I found the DVD with Cindy Crawford workout, and I would do that all the time, and I would finish high school with a crazy six-pack. I don't even know why. I just needed to work out. I just need to do this. And in my own home, in the classes, I would work out, I don't know how many times a week. And when all of my other friends, which I barely had because I had different priorities, I think, I don't know. I'm a weirdo, okay? I never had that many friends. I always been a lone wolf. So yes, basically talking about fitness right now, I am a fitness trainer. I became a fitness trainer, and I am with 100% of the reassurance. I can tell you, I'm so happy to do this. Yes, it is a challenge in business, and it's not only one thing that I want to do till the rest of my life, but I know this is a part of my life purpose, to help people achieve healthy body, healthy lifestyle, healthy, everything, by, me helping them. And I've transformed so many lives and health, and people like thank me. I'm like, it's the biggest fulfillment for me. So, and I know another thing, I think I talked too much. Let me mention first, actually, I always talk about myself, duh. So those two things, what I kind of thought they were meant for me. There's another thing I feel like why I don't want to do, for example, just being a personal trainer till the rest of my life, because I also had entrepreneurial dreams, becoming a successful business owner since I remember myself. So let me actually get into those 2 points where I'm leading to what comes to the astrology, how to actually find more about yourself, about your life purpose, about what you came here to do. The first thing, and they kind of connected, they're kind of similar, it is to, in the astrology, look up your North Node. And the second thing, it is to look up what sign do you have in your 10th house. Both of those things, there is available range of different North Node calculator. You can put that in a Google search, how to calculate my North Node. That's one thing, right? And the second thing, how to calculate my 10th house in astrology. And it will usually ask you, I believe, your first and the last name. I don't even know if that's, I think just they ask you, the calculator asks you the date of birth, the time of birth. You kind of want to be as specific as possible as in your birth certificate, and your place of birth, because the astrology, you know, it's all dealing with the planet, the way it was positioned in the, you know, basically the time you were born. That's why it can directly describe your traits and the qualities or the things. I believe that, you know, astrology also can, you know, see your past lives, and certain traits we're meant to fulfill because we didn't feel it in a past life, which is talking about karma. So we came here to do that, maybe to transform our traits when you were maybe some like a bank robber, let's roughly say, in the past life, and they want you to be very truthful and faithful here in this life to be able to actually even transform your karma in this life and to just become happier in this lifetime and especially in your next lifetime, because I do believe in that. So yes, basically look up your North Node and then read about it. It will show you particular signs. So for example, you know, North Node in, I think, Pisces, I believe if I'm not mistaken, and the 10th house in like Pisces, or 10th house in, you know, Taurus. So it does describe who you are, what traits you have, and what traits you actually meant to embrace, or you know, you should embrace. You read about it and you see those things. They're like, oh, I really wanted to be that back then, but I thought I don't have talent, I don't have this, but I had a desire. So that the main factor that you actually had a desire to become a journalist, you had a desire to become a dancer, you had a desire to become, I don't know, scientist. It's in you. You wanted to do this. It's already in you. It's one of your passions. So that says go try it. No matter what, in any versions or variations, go try that particular topic. Go get that certification. Go get, if you don't have money to go straight to university, for example, if you have a particular case of becoming a doctor, right? Maybe read about it, read materials about, you know, health and all that stuff, and see if it really still, even if after a week you still feel passionate about it, I would suggest continue. That might be your life purpose. That might be, you know, your, you know, basically what you came here to do in this life. And another thing is, as I said, we all change with time. And I understand not everybody has a smooth path in life that you able to do anything you want. You know, for example, I came here, you know, 13 years ago. You know, I had to figure my shit out. I didn't have, like, you know, being very well written and spoken in Russian language, which passion for writing and becoming a journalist and public relations specialist was my major in Russia. But here, my life changed overnight, right? I came here, I didn't know I would stay. I stayed, and I barely spoke English. And I still don't even speak perfect English to even be able to become journalist, but I do have other things and business ideas, entrepreneur things that I want to achieve. But my main thing, I always felt, and even before I knew that I wanted to help people, I believe this is my life purpose, to, like, even with this video, I try to help you in some kind of way. If I post a video about skincare routine, I try to share with you my secrets and knowledge with how to look, you know, good, what works for me. And if I post fitness, I share with you, you know, how to get better body, better health, this and that. So I'm helping you. It's up to you to take my advice or not, of course. But my desire to do this, you know, like bigger than anything. That's how I'm so happy with personal training. Sometimes it's tough. It's a tough business, you know. Sometimes you lose clients. The clients come and go. Sometimes they stay with you for a long time if they have ability and a passion for fitness. Like, you know, it's a very unstable business, but I've been doing it, and like every time I'm happy. Like every session I get done, I'm so happy. So I feel that's part of my life purpose for sure. And now I discover YouTube, I can talk about, you know, things and help you guys. I like, not just me, all of my videos, I don't really talk about, I mean, I'm not a comedian, I don't do funny things. Some people do funny things, right? Some people love cooking, they cook, things like that. So like my topic's all about kind of trying to help you with your spirituality, with your fitness, with your wellness, with your, you know, all those kind of things. Even now I'm trying to incorporate skincare and stuff like that. That's gonna be hopefully my next video. And yeah, so basically yes, look up those two things, North Node and 10th house in astrology. And please read about yourself. You will discover certain aspects, and I promise you they will make sense. They will make sense. You will, maybe not the whole thing gonna resonate with you, but certain things you will see. Even if you're afraid, promise me, even if you're afraid to pursue one of those things they're gonna be, you know, telling you to do, but you feel like, I feel lost, I don't know what to do, like I want to do something but I'm completely lost. I've been there. I'm like still fighting that feeling and just like trying to rediscover myself. Even back then I kind of knew what exactly I wanted to do, right? Like now I want to do more, I want to do bigger things, but they're still in the same range of, you know, helping people. That's what I mentioned, right? And from what I believe, I read my biggest thing was a communication. And you know what, communication that I read about myself, I need to go back and read again. Maybe, I don't know if I'm gonna actually give you the video goes a little too long, my personal examples, but I remember the communication stuck in my head. And communication, I'm so insecure to speak at front of camera. I like to take good pictures, this and that, but speaking at front of camera every time, even it's kind of hard for me to sit down and do all this. That's why my speech always like all over the place. I don't have a structure. I don't know, I'm sorry for that. But yeah, communication is my biggest thing. And actually I wanted to be a journalist, and I was writing good stories, and my stories were, my teacher used to read to this whole class my stories and my essays, and I was so embarrassed when I was younger, but I was the best in class. And this is a part of communication, you know, putting the information out there, helping people in certain kind of way. And now I'm communicating with you guys through here. And I maybe will write a book one day, because I feel like it's part of my, you know, part of my life purpose at some point. But yeah, communicating. But what I was saying, is hard for me to speak. It's hard for me to sit and talk in front of camera, and I'm embarrassed of my accent, and I'm embarrassed of my not perfect English and things like that. But I do feel like I cannot help people, I cannot share what I want to share without actually communicating. And this says it's a huge part of my thing. And now I'm thankful that I read that, and now I know I have to, you know, I have to go out of my comfort zone. I have to, and I enjoy being here. It's not like I hate being here, right? Talking to you guys. I'm just saying it's not always easy for me, but I'm doing it. And after each video, again, I feel fulfilled, you know, like I feel like I helped hopefully one or two people, or hopefully one day, you know, a lot of people too. So yes, just please stay, you know, just be optimistic, just try things. If you feel unhappy, if you feel like something is not going that it should be going in your life, right? And you don't feel happy with what you do every day, you don't feel happy maybe with yourself, like try to, you know, find those pointers. The information is all around us. Sometimes you just have to ask the universe and ask for answers, and they will give it to you. It's not gonna send you a direct letter or email, but how I always get my answers is from listening to tons of videos on YouTube about spirituality and about card readings, about a lot of things. Or, you know, mainly that I get, because I'm always on my phone on YouTube, you know, listening to things. Since I don't have, like, you know, the huge community of people that I circulate in anymore, especially I'm not even, you know, the COVID kind of put us all into our rooms for some time. So yeah, the internet is a great source of information, and hopefully my video, I will shut up now, will help you in some kind of way. Please read those two topics, North Node and 10th house. What comes to your career, emotional fulfillment, you know, stage in life, how you presented your what's the word, yes, basically all of that. And you know what, if you read through more houses, 1 2 3, there's 12 houses, you can even learn so much more about yourself. I've learned certain things about how I am with man, like in a romantic relationship, and there was some words that I thought I was crazy, but I'm like, wow, it's actually in my you know, chart. That's who I am. It describes why I behave this way, and it helps me to fix those things, because it points me like, this is bad, this is not how it should be, maybe you should redo that, maybe you should change your behavior. And believe me, in the long run, it will just make sense in your life. It will bring you more happiness for sure, more satisfaction in the career, in your home life, in your romance, all of that. All right, and hopefully that helped, and I will see you soon. Bye.